G'day everybody and welcome back to the channel. If you're new to this channel, my name's Levi and I'm a prospector and adventurer of gold here in Tasmania. In today's video, I'll be heading into Tasmania's remote west coast in search of gold in a new creek that I've never prospected before. This ends up being one of my most memorable prospecting trips to date, so tune in guys, it's a good one. We had a good amount of rain last night, so there's plenty of water in the creek. It's nice and clear and it'll be okay for sniping today. It's pretty early in the morning, so the visibility is going to be a little bit tricky, but shouldn't be too bad. The water's nice and clear. It doesn't really matter if there's no gold here today. I'll be happy just to explore it, and that's part of the adventure, looking for that gold in places that you're never really sure whether it's there or not. If any of you know these gold monsters, which I'm sure some of you do, they're super sensitive and they've got a very small target area, so you've got to just use little movements like this. The mistake a lot of people make is they go woo, just too much movement. It's all about the little strokes like this. So it does take a bit of time. You've got to spend the time with these things. They're a good machine though. They'll definitely pick up gold on bedrock. Hopefully we pick up some today. And I don't have to eat my words. There'll be a few hot rocks in this spot. Shouldn't be too much rubbish. I don't imagine many people would have been here. I've spotted a few spots that look really good to snipe, so I can't wait any longer. I'm going to jump in. Chilly! Nah, it's not too bad. I'm actually pretty warm. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove some of these gravels and just push some of the boulders back and see what sort of bedrock is underneath that, whether it's sharp or just smooth from being waterworn. If it's sharp, I know it'll hold gold.
Once you've removed all the tight packed gravels, the fun begins and you can start snuffing up the gold out of the bottom of the crevice. As I worked my way along this crevice, I came across a nice little picker that was ready for the taking.
Man, there's some nice gold in this crevice. Okay, so I've worked as far as I can along that crevice now, and all the gravels just keep falling back in on me, and it's too much work. I don't want to waste too much time on it. If I get desperate later on, I can always come back to this, so we'll move on. Beautiful. What a spot. There's a huge log jam here on the river, and I found a really nice crevice just behind it, so good spot for some gold. And I'm just getting a few flakes. I'll show you this one here. So I've cleaned out as much as I can out of that crevice. Runs right down along, right up into the bank there. Got quite a bit of gold out of it. A lot of fine flakes and a nice little picker. So I'm going to keep moving. Got this huge ledge that I'm working behind, and I'm finding some nice pieces of gold down in this crevice here.
This crevice was producing so much gold, but the clock was ticking and my day was running out of time. There were some really nice pieces coming out, and I was determined to clean the rest of this crevice out before I headed home. This crevice was running deeper into the river the more I worked along it. And not only that, it was getting darker and I was losing sunlight. There was some amazing gold coming out, and this is a nice little nugget that I came across while I was going through.
It's actually more like a nugget. That's pretty thick, so that's exciting. Yeah! There's some nice gold in this crevice. Okay, so it's been a successful day. I'm absolutely freezing now, I'm exhausted. I've been working in this deeper pool here, and all the gold came in that crevice along the base of that ledge there. A couple of little nuggets or good sized pickers. They're kind of strange because they're flat, but yeah, they're good bits of gold. So I've got to head up this hill to get out of here. Leave this beautiful place for another time. I'll get home and we'll have a look at this gold. Okay, so back at home. It's actually a few weeks later. I have had this video in the workings for quite some time now. So that trip, I would have to say, was one of my most memorable trips. Just everything was really cool about the day. The scenery, the gold, there was a lot of gold. Now I've pulled the gold out and put it on the table here, and now that I've got it home, it's actually thicker than what I thought it was when I was out on the creek. And this gold has got some really good size to it. So when I was in the creek and I was snuffing up some of this gold, it didn't look as chunky as what it is now that it's home. It can often be deceiving, hey? All of these pieces, although they're flat shaped, they've got a bit of thickness to them. And this one here is probably the biggest for the day. Nice little nugget.
I'm going to call it a nugget just because of the thickness of it. I know it's not massive or anything like that, but beautiful piece of gold. And the majority of this gold all came out from behind that big ledge towards the end of the video. A lot of these larger pieces. And that's what I love about small creeks. You've only got to find one good crevice or one, you know, spot behind a large rock. In this case there was a huge big boulder or ledge of bedrock. When you're working larger rivers, especially some of the rivers that I've worked in Tassie, you don't sort of get that. The rivers are a lot wider and flatter and you don't get the structure that holds some really good gold like you do on the creeks. It can take longer to find those spots, but when you find them, it can be game on and your day can change really quick. Okay, so we'll weigh some of these larger bits. We'll start with the two what I'd call bigger bits. 0.43, so that's a good piece of gold. What have we got here? That one's very similar at 0.41. 0.23. All of these pieces, there's a whole heap of pickers there. They've all got weight. I probably won't weigh them all. We'll just do a couple more. This little round one, it's like a lead shot of gold. If only all lead shots were gold, eh? Okay, here we go. The juggle of trying to film and tip gold on the scales. 3.73. Alright, so awesome day, not going to complain, but I did think I had a little bit more than that. Okay, so thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. If you're still here right to the end, you guys are awesome. I'll see you all next time. Over and out.